So, have you ever been on a work call and had to explain that, yes, that is in fact your teenage bedroom wallpaper in the background? If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. Okay, let's get into it, the good, the bad, and the, let's be honest, ridiculously frustrating parts of living with your parents when you're a full-grown adult.
First things first, if you're kind of feeling like you're the only one in this boat, let's take a look at the actual numbers, because they tell a totally different story. So get this, in the UK, a whole quarter of young adults between 20 and 34 are living at home at their parents right now. That is literally 1 in every 4 people you know in that age group. And you know, this isn't just a blip on the radar, it's a real trend. That number has jumped up by 20% in just the last 2 decades. So what used to be kind of rare is now becoming the new normal for a ton of us.
The big takeaway here is that this isn't just about your personal situation. It's a massive, sweeping change that's affecting an entire generation. So with that in mind, let's dive into the stuff we all know to be true when you're living back at home.
Right. Let's get real about the day-to-day, because yeah, there are some amazing benefits, and we're going to get to those, I promise. But there are also some universal frustrations that come with moving back into your old room. This list just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that central conflict. You've got all the downsides, and then you've got the, but on the other hand, perks. We're going to kick things off with the downsides because, let's be real, that's where the most relatable stories are. Oh man, this one hits home. It's that feeling of being totally frozen in time, right? It doesn't matter if you run a department at work or pay your own taxes. To them, you're still the kid who needs a reminder to put on a jacket. You find yourself texting your ETA like you're 16 again, and you just know they're going to wait up for you even if you roll in at 4 in the morning. Ah yes, the classic line. This is basically the unofficial slogan for every parent with an adult kid living at home. It just perfectly sums up that core conflict, doesn't it? Your need for independence bumping right up against their expectation that you're part of the household.
And the fun doesn't stop there. There's that special kind of social awkwardness when you have to admit you still sleep under that glow-in-the-dark star ceiling you put up when you were 12. And of course, you instantly get a new, unpaid job, the family IT guy. The Wi-Fi's acting weird, the remote won't work. Well, guess who they're going to call?
Okay, we've had a good vent, but now let's flip the script. Because on the other hand, there are some seriously amazing perks to living at home. Perks that are pretty hard to say no to. Let's just pause for a second and appreciate these simple joys. I mean, waking up on a Saturday to the smell of a full English breakfast. A fridge that is just somehow always full of food. And nothing, absolutely nothing, beats a proper home-cooked meal you didn't have to make. Oh, and let's not forget the laundry. Your mom just has these magical powers to get stains out that you were convinced were a permanent part of your shirt. And this is where it gets really real. This slide just lays it all out. Before you moved out, you probably had no idea that you even had to pay for water. But back at home, you get this incredible chance to actually save money, to put away a deposit for a house, to pay off loans, all for way, way less than what you'd be paying in rent. And that really just sums up the whole deal, doesn't it? Your stomach is full of good food, and your wallet gets a little fuller every month. It's a seriously powerful combo, and it's why a lot of us are pretty happy to stick around. So, we've laid out all the frustrations and all the incredible perks. So how do we weigh it all? What's the final verdict on this whole living at home thing? This is the big question, isn't it? It's what millions of us are figuring out every day. Is giving up some of your privacy, is getting told to wear a coat, is all of that worth it for the financial breathing room and the home-cooked meals? And at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. It's a trade-off. It's a classic deal. You're trading a little bit of your freedom and your privacy in return for some major financial and domestic support. And you know what? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just a calculation everyone has to make for themselves. And this really brings us to the most important point of all. Because for all the little annoyances, for all the eye-rolling, for every time you hear you're treating the house like a hotel, deep down, there's a huge amount of gratitude. You know that you're lucky. You know that your parents are giving you a massive head start. And for that, despite all the little things, you're truly, truly grateful. And maybe, in the end, that feeling is what makes it all worth it.